Once again, it's coming up to that time of the year, and where people are actually going to start booking their Christmas parties. And I thought it might be a good time to talk about how the Christmas party allowance actually works. So a lot of you might have heard about this and heard that actually you can put, while most entertaining costs for a business are not tax deductible, certain things like Christmas parties are. And if you've heard of the £150 allowance for your staff and to have a Christmas party, I thought I'd just give you a little bit more of a breakdown on how it works and what some of the sort of life hacks on it are. And so this £150 Christmas party allowance, it's technically not a Christmas party allowance, it's an event allowance. And one of the interesting things about the £150 event allowance is that you can actually use it on other events that aren't your Christmas party. And what you can do is you can actually split it as well. So if you wanted to only spend £75 per head on your Christmas party, what you could also do is spend another £75 a head on a Christmas barbecue, or in any sort of combination you wanted. So it's not just purely for the Christmas party. But one of the interesting things about it is actually you get the allowance per person that attends the party. So if you've got a small business which you're running and there's only 4 people working with you, including yourself, then in theory that's £600 of allowance, but it's not actually, because what you'd also get is if they're bringing guests, each guest that comes along also gets that £150 a year allowance. So in theory, if there's 4 people in the business, including you, plus they bring 4 guests, then you've suddenly got a £1,200 allowance for that Christmas party. So there's a few things you've got to do to make this allowance applicable. And one of the things is you have to invite everyone that works in your business. You can't have employees that don't get invited. It has to include everyone. And one of the other things that you need to actually do is you need to pre-organise the event. So ideally in this situation you'd want some sort of paper trail where you had actually sent the invites out to the employees, you had actually contacted various suppliers to say, well, this is for a Christmas party. And that could be useful evidence if HMRC ever challenge it. So the Christmas party allowance, which really works on any event, is quite a helpful one. And as the Christmas party season's coming up, it's definitely worth keeping in mind. But the most important thing is, like, if you don't use the full allowance for your Christmas party, then save it and do something else a few months down the line, and it would still be tax deductible. If you want a bit more information on this or anything else relating to various tax allowances, then please get in touch.